Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Emancipation, the Will Smith film that is on Apple, and it's about slavery, and it feels like Oscar bait, which begs the question: how's he gonna collect the Oscar? Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 9 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. And don't forget, we're on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble. And in fact, the Rumble channel is now winning the battle of all tech for my various channels. It's at 400. It cracked 400 the other day, Joan. We're at 402. It's now beating the Bitchute channel for the first time. So Rumble is coming up strong. Get over to Rumble because Lord knows how much longer they'll put up with me here. All right, directed by Antonian Fuqua. And look, this just looks like, black and white. Again, it's, I don't know. But, so it looks like Roots, their version of Roots, a modern version of Roots, inspired on a true story. I'm sure it's inspired by a true story, because slavery happened. But this looks like Oscar bait. He's doing an accent, he's a slave, trying to escape the South during Lincoln's War, and I think you could probably figure out what happens next. It's like people are obsessed with this time period. Obsessed. And it's different than being, say, obsessed with, the Wild West, which is a cool, fun genre where cool Wild West stuff happens. This is always it's always so grueling. And that it's all Will Smith, and it feels like this movie's all Will Smith. Like, it's not like an ensemble cast like Roots was. Roots felt like, so this is in December at some point. December, in theaters, December 2nd. Streaming, December 9th. Oh, won't this be a fun Christmas movie this year? Hey kids, let's go see the movie about slavery. Yay! What? Why would you release this? Oh, right, because it's Oscar time. He's banned from the Oscars, so he can't collect it. Are you just going to let Will Smith go to the Oscars? Is he going to win again? I don't think he will. Honestly, I don't think he will. Look, I get it. He's trying to... And this was probably planned years before the slap, but he was in the pipeline to become the next great actor. Right? This is all orchestrated in Hollywood now. This isn't like a talent contest. This is an orchestration, I think, where people get together and they say, well, we have these actors and these actresses, and we have these projects and these directors, and this is the top guys, or the big money guys, and this is what they want. They want Oscars. And this is the kind of thing. It's like you don't want just one of these things in the pipeline, you want multiple. So, quite frankly, a project like this didn't have to be released. Didn't have to be released this time of year. You could have saved this project for next year. Maybe by next year, Will Smith his reputation would be rehabilitated more. It just feels like this is a bad move on Will Smith's part, because it's like, dude, I don't think they're going to give you the Oscar, and even if you win it, you're not allowed to show up. And then if they let you show up, well, kiss the Oscars goodbye. Oh, that'll be it then. And you really have a credibility problem there, Oscars. So, I guess they put a lot of money in it, and like, well, get our money back. Okay. Anybody psyched to see this for Christmas? I just don't think you release a movie like this during the Christmas season. You release happy movies during the Christmas season. Fun movies. Not like this. Not this kind of drama. The Jim Parsons movie it's not like a happy-go-lucky movie, but it's sort of Christmassy, and kind of got a positive message here. It's not so much a message, because the message is rather obvious. Slavery's bad, but it's a grind. This kind of movie's a grind, man. I don't want to sit through this in Christmas. This is the kind of movie, if it's historically accurate at all, it'll be like on something like A&E or the History Channel or whatever. It's be the kind of movie kids are forced to watch in school because it's hip enough that Will Smith, it's educational enough that some teacher can zone out while her class has to watch this thing. So, I mean, I'm not saying it teaches a bad lesson, but I mean, it's not like we don't have a million movies about this. And why release it now? You could have released this movie 10 years from now. It'd be just as relevant. Looks like it spent an S ton of money, though. I'll say that. What time of year would you release this? January. Yeah, January, February. Now, number one, that's a dead time of year where movies go to die, but it's the time of year, it's after the holidays. It's kind of a down, I don't want to say depressing time, but it's like winter time. And so like these kinds of movies, or in the fall when it's cold, but not now. Maybe now. Like maybe you could get away with this movie post-Halloween, before Thanksgiving, like early November. Okay. Fall movie, it's kind of cold. Everybody's kind of down. You watch a movie like this, a drama movie. But, anytime January, February, March even in the spring, this movie would have been fine. Christmas, December is Christmas time. The moment Thanksgiving is over, it's Christmas time. Holiday time for everybody. Christmas is pretty much a universal holiday. Everybody loves Christmas because they get free stuff. So the idea that you're going to release this at the beginning of December just to get the Oscar, he can't win it. There's no way the Academy's going to vote for him. And if they do, they're killing the Oscars. So I just don't. I mean, it's possible this has been planned so far out in advance, they're committed to this timetable and they just can't pull out of it, but if he wins, if he gets nominated, he ain't going to win. And if he does, he can't pick up the award. And if he does, the Oscars are done. So, I don't know what you're doing. So, what's the 3-act breakdown? Oh, gee, it's a real mystery. He's a slave. He wants to escape, and he does. The end. Look, it sucks. But, I mean, we've seen this so many times. At this point, how about, if you're going to make a movie about slavery, how about making it in any other part of the world? You know how much slavery there's been in human history? And we keep making the same damn slavery movie over and over? There's slaves right now, and nobody gives a damn. And you're still making slavery movies about 200 years ago. Okay. I don't really see anything new to say here. In case you forgot the memo, we all agree slavery's bad. Not enough that we apparently can ban it worldwide, but we agree it's bad. So, I mean, this just feels like Oscar bait. That's all it is. Like, if you were making a movie about an actor who had gone off the rails, kind of like Will Smith, but like even worse because it'd be a movie, it'd be like a satire of Hollywood, and then he did one of these movies, this would be the scene right here. It would be the scene right here, and he'd be acting the hell out of it. And quite frankly, Will Smith is kind of wrong for the role. He is. I get it, he's trying to broaden his horizons, but Will Smith's shtick has always been the happy-go-lucky, positive guy. Now they're going to put him in this sad, depressing movie about slavery? I don't know. Or is this going to be uplifting? Doesn't look uplifting. It looks like kind of like a bummer. And it's in black and white. I mean, black and white used to be a thing, but, I mean, the cinematography here doesn't even look like they're doing black and white. When they used to light for black and white, there was a different art, a slightly different art to it. This looks like they just shot it in color and then said, click. So, I'm not so sure this is the way to go because you need a lot of contrast. that's what they would do in black and white movies. There would be a ton of contrast because you only had shades of gray. Doesn't seem to be like enough contrast here. I mean, look at it. It's kind of muddied, you know. You want to put these guys in front of a kind of a brighter background, so they would pop a little bit. Maybe lighten up their clothing a little, or whatever they were standing in front of or sitting in front of. I mean, this is all shades of gray, and also again depressing. It's coming out during Christmas. Okay, would I see this? No. Are you out of your mind? First off, this movie, I think, is going to go right to video. This was the kind of movie, it would be out in theaters, and then inside of 6 months, it would be on A&E or History Channel or one of those channels, and you could see it on TV if you were even interested. I mean, I guess if everybody raved about it, maybe I'd see it later, but I'm not like dying to see another slavery movie. I saw Roots. Roots was good. Roots is a pretty good miniseries. It's in color too. I mean, it's in really nice color, and it was on TV, I believe, for free. So, I mean, you really want me to go pay $14 to see Will Smith try to get an Oscar? He probably doesn't have a chance in hell of winning. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. But I know the story, and for the record, I'm against slavery. I know it's a radical position to hold, but yeah, I'm very much against it. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. What else is going on? That's about it, really. Other than it's like damp as hell in South Jersey, and God, it was like a switch went off here. It was summer one week, and then boom, it's like a cold, miserable fall the next. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.